Hey yo, before I got home, I wanted to record this, and don't worry, I'm probably not even gonna watch y'all on there at all, so it's safe driving. But y'all, I realized today that I've got a problem. Confession time. I'm one of those folks that it is difficult to encourage. And I recognize that, every time someone tries to give me encouragement and kind of, speak into me, that I'm real quick to agree with, the voice of doubt, let my insecurities step in and shout louder and drown out the voice of encouragement. And it was a real weird, a real basic encounter today that reminded me of this fact, and I just wanted to share it with y'all because I believe I'm not alone. I believe there's many of y'all that are difficult to encourage as well. And I say that because I was having a rough time with Mateo at the mall. Actually, we were starting off having fun. Here's how it goes with Mateo. It's awesome when he's doing what he wants, right? That's how it is with most kids, right? But the moment when your will collides with his is when he decides that he's going to have a Mateo tantrum, a flare-up of sorts. And he does the classic down on the ground, dead weight, squirming, and trying to do all he can to get his way. And we were leaving the playground area at Gurney Mills, and he was doing that. He was in the midst of a straight up dead weight tantrum. And there was a gal that was in there that I was kind of chatting with for a little bit in the playground area, who was actually walking past the playground and kind of saw us there on the ground. And she looks at me, she kind of smiles, and she says, "Hey, you know what? It gets easier. It gets easier." And I go, "Yeah?" And in my head, I'm like, "Well, you don't even know. My son's autistic. You don't know if it's going to get easier. For all we know, it's going to get worse. And this is the sort of thing I'm just going to deal with every time we go out." And I started internally, in my head, this string of reasons and realities and rationalizations for why it's not possible that it's going to get better. "Really, lady, you should be quiet. You don't know what you're talking about." And that's not what I said, but that's what's going on in my head. I'm just being real. Can I be real, y'all? And I realized in that moment, yo, Fury, Armand, you don't know that. You don't know the future. You don't know what it's gonna be like with Mateo in the future. So as much as she doesn't know, where things are gonna go, you don't either. So why not agree with the encouraging word? That was what hit me in that moment. What do you have to lose by agreeing with the encouraging word? And the truth is, that is the thing that God would call us to agree with the encouragement, right? Because in that moment, really what's happening is I am agreeing with the voice of fear, right? And I might call it, I'm being realistic, but the truth is, I'm afraid that it's not going to get better. I'm afraid that the future holds worse things than it does today. I'm afraid that maybe this is the best it's ever going to get, as opposed to being encouraged, right? She's trying to pour, here it is, she's trying to pour courage into me to strengthen me to get through that moment and into the next days. And I'm refusing to be encouraged. I'm refusing to take that courage, and I'm agreeing with fear. So I think all of us, the word for all of us is to stop agreeing with the voice of fear and doubt and agree with the voice of courage. Agree with that lion within. If you're a Christian, if you've got God in your life, if Jesus is controlling your life, if he's leading your life, then you've got a promise for sure. You've got absolute assurance that there is nothing in the future that's going to take you down, because God is with you in the future. He's giving you the assurance of a future. He's giving you the assurance of a hope that even if this world, if this life doesn't get any better, that you've got an eternity with him, and you can sweat and toil in this drop in the bucket, but you've got an ocean of joy awaiting you. So take the courage, be strengthened, and then move forward with the joy of knowing that you've got hope, you've got a future. And I just want to tell all of you guys that today, don't let insecurities take you down. Don't let the fear and the doubt win the day. Allow yourself to be encouraged and agree with that, because for all you know, that's the truth, yo. That's the truth. Have a blessed day, y'all. Peace.